What up guys, JohnOrigins here today bringing you a mixed team match from the Smug and Wi-Fi Battle Finder, this time against LegitLucario, and we had a good time on the Wi-Fi Battle Finder and it was fun. We played 3 games actually, very different outcomes in all of them. The first game it was NU, I pretty much dominated, and I'm actually using 2 of the Pokemon I'm actually using that team, and so did he. And then we played a doubles battle in the UU tier where I got dominated, so that was unfortunate. But it's 1-1 and let's see who can win this little outcome. It's a mixed team match like I said. 1 Uber, 1 OU, 1 RU, 1 UU and 2 NUs. So yeah, that's the format we're going with. And he's going with some team basically because, well, he brought his weather because he thought I would bring weather. And I had the idea to bring weather, but unfortunately my Excadrill didn't have Sand Force or whatever the ability is. It had Molt Breaker. So that didn't work out for me. But let's get into this battle. I'm going to lead off with my Whale Lord as he leads off with his Groudon. Now my Whale Lord is actually max HP, max special attack, so I weren't sure if he'd outspeed, but I knew he was probably going to switch out Fury now Scarfed, but I didn't predict the Credilli, and that was unfortunate. He gets the Storm Drain boost, but I want to see how much an Ice Beam will do. And it does a significant chunk, but not enough for me to be satisfied to stay in, as he sets with Stealth Rocks. That's important for him because I do have a Sork, and that is a dangerous threat, and it helped me win the game in the NU match that we had first. And it did dominate that battle, and I'm hoping it will do some work here, but I'm not sure how it's going to fare with a Lux running around with Intimidate. I know it's got Intimidate because it's probably the same one he used in the NU match against me. But yeah, but now I feel safe to bring in my Umbreon, knowing that he's probably going to go for the Giga Drain or the Earth Power, so I'm going to do that and then go for the Foul Play as he switches out. I don't have any stats on this thing and I don't need to wish, so Foul Play was the best option either way. And it does a real nice chunk to this Cryogonal who comes in to take, I don't know. Then he goes for Toxic and I'm like, bro, please, Toxic away. I have the Synchronize ability and at the same time I have Heal Bell, which is always great for me as I get off another good chunk of damage with the Foul Play. Now I'm pretty sure these things like to run Recover, so I'm not sure whether to attack this turn or go for the Heal Bell, but I ultimately decided to go for the Heal Bell as he goes for the Ice Beam. Maybe he doesn't have Recovery, or maybe doesn't see fit to keep this thing alive. Then I have a Sorg and a Arceus that will probably do some damage, even though he doesn't know what set my Arceus is. But it's the one that I use on my Uber's team, which is Sword Stance set, Life Orb Sword Stance with E-Speed, Brick Break, and Shadow Claw. But now I'm free to go for the Wish, and he Toxic me again, I think. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. I know he's probably going to have another Toxic, but I can protect and potentially Toxic Stall him. So, but I don't have Stealth Rocks up or Spikes up, so I might switch out here. I think actually, as he goes into his Nape. No, I don't. Oh no, yeah, no. I'll go for the Heal Bell. I don't want to be Toxic, to be fair, and this was a free opportunity for me to go for the Heal Bell. Because either way, I won't be able to die from my Cryogonal. That'll never happen. And the best he can do is Ice Beam, and so yeah, and he will die from Toxic. But now I play badly. I go into my Quillfish, which isn't a bad play, and I take that like a man because of the Intimidate and because of Resistances. But because of the Life Orb, I actually knew he was mixed because what Life Orb set doesn't carry an Overheat, and I was like, I could take a hit. I'm a Quillfish. It's not very effective, but no, apparently not. I think he might have a lot of special attack investment because I did a lot more than I was expecting. I know I'm like an RU, but come on, it's a Quillfish. But now I see fit to go into my LOL OP, which is my Sock. And the switch into Cryogonal was painfully obvious, but I just wanted to get rid of something. And the Infernape was too big of a threat for me to mess around with. No games were played, even though my Sceptile isn't in this match. If you know that reference, good for you, I suppose. But now he brings it looks right with it Intimidate. And I'm like, oh god, he knows he can take a hit. And I know I can't kill him. But, oh well, I'll go for it anyway, I suppose. We're just having fun. We had, like I said, this was our 3rd match out of 3. So, you know, we weren't playing too hard and it was just a good game. But, you know, I lose my Sork. I don't want it anyway. Sork's terrible. Well, as long as it's not in the NU tier. But I see fit. Oh, might as well bring in my Arceus now. No, I can take any hit because I'm a fucking Arceus. I'm the god of Pokemon. And at the same time, set up a Sword Stance and begin to attempt to sweep his team. I know the only thing standing in my way is a, a Groudon, which, if it's defensive, it will only do around half to, so, yeah. I'm a bit worried that will come in, but he brings in his Inferno, forgetting that Map Punch is only +1 priority, I think, and then E-Speed is +2 priority. So I can take him out very much easily with the Extreme Speed, because Inferno hasn't got the greatest bulk. And now he brings in Ground on, which he should have bought an age ago, and go for the... I'll go for the Extreme Speed, and then he proceeds to go for the Earthquake. And that will obviously take me out, and the... E-Speed does actually a lot of damage, to be fair. It does more than I would have thought. Like I said, I thought it would do half. And that's because it's actually a Life Orb set, which is interesting. But I know I can outspeed him with my Starmie, because Groudon's not the fastest thing on the planet. Starmie, I believe, outspeeds the majority of his team now. I believe he only has the Credeli left, the Credeli, or... And the, what do you call it? Oh, for God's sake, the Mienshao. He's got that left. I'm scared of the Mienshao, but I'm equally scared of this Credili. Basically because I've got 2 water types left, and I'm scared of the Giga Drain. But during this little interval of Umbreon and Credili, he told me that he actually doesn't run... Well, he doesn't tell me now. He told me a bit after that he doesn't actually run Giga Drain, because it's part of his Sand team in Uryu, so it carries Earth Power and Hidden Power Ice. So I'm thinking, yes, got this in the game. I just need to make sure this Mienshao doesn't do any damage to me, and I'm just going to see what he's going to go for. He's going to go for the U-turn, and then I kind of want to stay in thinking I could take a U-turn, but I know his Life Orb and he'll probably change up moves. I was tempted to go for a double protect, but that didn't work out. I ended up dying. I'm hoping my Starmie outspeeds. Starmie is probably the fastest thing in the field, so I'm hoping I can outspeed, depending. Yep, I can outspeed, yes. I don't know, I was worried. Mienshao's quite the fast bugger. But I do take him out, and that leaves me with a free opportunity to win the game, because both my Wailord and my Starmie outspeed this Credili, and at that range of HP after this crit, I can easily take him out with the Ice Beam from a Wailord. And even if this doesn't, if this crit didn't happen, my Wailord, like I said, is max HP, max special attack, so I could take the hit very easily. Yeah. So that's the game. He doesn't have a YouTube, unfortunately, so I can't link that. But if you enjoyed the battle, leave a like rating. Like I said, my opponent was Ike, or LegitLucario. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.